Welcome to our podcast, Happy Household. We appreciate you listening in. Ben and I started this podcast to share some insights on what we have found successful and maybe what wasn't so successful. Our hope is that we can help each of you in some small way while getting to spend some quality time together. We feel the key to a successful relationship is trust and communication. Whether it be with friends, family, or significant others, open communication builds trust and creates a home that can become a happy household.
Hey, Sweet Pea.
Floating on wings.
Floating on wings.
Floating on wings.
And this whole setup is sometimes aggravating.
A little bit.
A little bit. It takes a little bit to get it squared away the way that I like it. It's, of course, the minute we set up, we had it set up a certain way. The minute we have it set up, the sun comes out. So guess what happens? I get a sunburst right here on the camera, so you can't see nothing.
Yep.
So we moved the camera over there.
They don't care.
Yeah, I know. No, nobody cares. That's all right, because nobody watches anyway. So
It's a bad attitude to have.
I know. Sometimes I have a bad outlook on life. But anyway. So, Sweet Pea, what's been going on?
Lots.
Yeah.
We just got back from our trip to Texas.
Yep.
That was an adventure.
A little family time. We've always talked about, therapy, or not therapy, but two people working together and how well that works. I know the last one, I think we talked about our kayak trip.
Cohesive coexistence.
Yeah, last time we talked about our kayak trip and said, if you can make it through that, there won't be no issues, right? Well, we found another one for you.
Yeah, take a road trip for 24 hours with somebody and
Non-stop.
4 kids.
Yep, nonstop. Y'all get in a vehicle, take the whole family, get in a vehicle, travel for 23 hours straight.
I mean, to be honest, the trip down there was pretty rough on both of us. We were both very tired. We were both snippy, but the thing that I love about the two of us is we acknowledge that and we're like, I'm tired. I'm going to be a little bit snippy. Don't take it personally. So on the way back, we adjusted so that we didn't do that, especially because we're a firm believer of we don't fight or argue or anything like that in front of the kids. But I felt like just because it was such a long trip and we were trying to make it down there in a certain amount of time.
Right. So it was a 20-hour road trip, and we had
that turned into a 23-hour road trip.
Well, it was 23 hours down, but you worked a full shift before that.
Yep.
So you had a full day. I had a full day. So it was literally a 36-hour day for both of us. And I can't sleep in a vehicle. I can't get comfortable. I don't care how dark it is. There's lights that flash by. I can't fall asleep. So that plays a big factor in both of our moods.
Yep.
Because if I'm not sleeping, I'm not very nice. And
me either.
Yeah, and anybody actually.
It wasn't really that we were just short.
Right.
We didn't have much patience, and I think
our tone, it really wasn't. I really wasn't upset, or I didn't feel snippy. I just don't think I had very good control over my tone.
Yeah.
Because
tone control has dropped. Our patient drops, and ultimately, we made it. We had a blast. We got to see some family and spend some time with some family, and the two oldest that went with us are just obsessed with Asian culture, Korean culture, just stuff like that. And they were able to, their favorite band's BTS and Stray Kids and things like that. But we were able to find some stores down there that had that kind of
culture
with it that you don't generally find up here, which was really nice because they were in absolute heaven and got to kind of indulge themselves a little bit with trinkets and take-home things, and Lizzie got to get a new pair of shoes that she absolutely loves.
Right.
And I mean, all in all, I mean, we had a great time. It was just the there and back that was a little iffy at some points because, and I would say that the trip down more so because we were all so tired.
Right.
We should have stopped and rested and like just straight went to sleep. But
well, we were on a time constraint getting down. So that's why we didn't do it. But on the way back,
we sure did.
We decided that, you know, a 3 or 4 hour break at a rest stop or a truck stop might be the ticket.
Yep.
And we found out that it was like a 26-hour trip back.
24.
24-hour trip back?
Yeah, but that was because we worked. So my sister and my brother-in-law are doing what's called Wings and Warriors, which is part of Save a Soldier.
It's a nonprofit. Yeah, it's a nonprofit.
Amazing organization. Yeah. And they had gotten a wheelchair for a vet that needed one. And they were having some difficulty with like shipping and finding a box big enough. And we found out that it needed to go to Ohio.
Which was right on our way back.
Literally on our trip back. I was like, we can just take it. It saves you. First of all, $800 to ship a wheelchair to a veteran. I'm sorry. There should be a discount involved in there.
I don't know what that was.
It was freight.
I don't think it.
They charged them freight.
Yeah, but it wasn't that heavy. Unless it was
it's the box size.
Maybe.
And because you have to have the room on the truck and all, you got to have a bigger truck because it's a bigger, like it's blah, 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 blah. Anyway, so we ended up being able to help get this wheelchair to a veteran.
Or to Save a Soldier. Save a Warrior.
Save a Warrior, yeah.
I don't know. It's saveawarrior.org. I can't remember exactly.
We'll put the link in the video for sure. But it was really cool because we got a chance to do that and help out because we both support that stuff a lot, and you know we're huge advocates for veteran support, and whether it be medical needs, mental health, anything along those lines. So we were really happy to be able to take part in that and help out with that. And so it made our trip back a little bit longer, but we got to meet a really nice veteran. Craig, shout out to you. You're amazing. Thank you for your service, and thank you to all your veterans, the veterans.
Jake, the founder.
Yep.
Jake Clark, the founder, was the one that I was initially in contact with, but he was a little farther out of our range. He goes, well, let me see if I can't find somebody that's a little closer to where you're coming through at. And once we told him where we were going, he goes, oh, Craig will be your man. And I was like, sweet. So Craig was right on the way, and it was like a hour and a half detour.
Yeah, it wasn't really that long of a detour.
It was well worth the time for the cause to take that hour and a half just to run up there and drop that chair off, which is, you know, it'd be a lifeline for a vet for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
And that was well worth it.
Yeah. So ultimately ended up being a great vacation, but it definitely.
Yeah, but you want to put your relationship to a test?
Well,
road trip.
Well, and I think that's kind of why we do this, because the things that we have found successful or the things that maybe we have failed at, we hope that it kind of helps other couples or other individuals that are in relationships thinking about getting, you know, wherever you're at. When you're able to be honest and say, you know what, that was on me. My communication was not okay, no matter the excuse, no matter if I was tired or not. I'm taking ownership of the fact that I didn't control my tone. I didn't control what came out of my mouth. That's not on you. That's on me. Or on the flip side, being able to say, like you and I did, was like, that wasn't cool. Like, are you okay? Like, why you don't normally talk to me that way?
Yeah.
So I think, you know, we're firm believers of that communication piece of being honest and saying like, dude, that's not cool, or, you know, and I messed up. I'm really sorry.
Right. And at that point, it was just, you know what? You know, just ignore what's coming out of my mouth. It doesn't really mean, however it sounds is not what I'm intending to say. It's just the fact that I'm exhausted, you know, and I've tried to sleep and it didn't work, and I'm just exhausted. So if something sounds ruthless or mean or out of the picture that I normally have, and just say, you tired or whatever, and just kind of make sure that we're on the same page and like, yeah, man, I'm just exhausted. Just ignore me.
Well, and I have a hard time doing that because I listen to what people say, how they
Right.
say it. Like I try to pay attention. And so for me, I'm much more apt to say like, I understand that you're tired. I'm tired too. We need to like be a little bit more mindful knowing that we are tired
Right.
rather than being I'm not just going to ignore you because it's still not okay whether you're tired or you're not tired. You are in control of your tone. Like you have to be mindful that that affects other people.
That's true.
And I think, allowing the kids to see that we're not perfect and
Yeah,
they've even gotten better with like
yeah.
snipping at each other and stuff because we've taught them to be honest about the fact that just that ownership piece and saying that was on me. Sorry, let me readjust that.
Right. Yep. Because you never know what the other person's going through, right? You don't know their feelings or their moods or what they've, if you're not with them 24/7, you don't know what they've had to deal with that day.
Even when you're with them
Yeah,
24/7.
yeah,
Like we are.
even if because like I'm with you throughout the day,
Oh. I mean,
quite a
you are, but
bit,
you aren't. Yeah.
but I don't know what's going on when you're in a video conference or you're on the phone with a member or you're taking calls with teammates. I don't know how that's affecting you.
Right.
So just because I'm there doesn't mean that your stress levels have gone up or down or whatever the case are. So, you know, that constant, hey, everything all right or whatever is key to working that out and making everything smoother between the two of us.
Yeah. And we've also had like in the last what feels like to us the last year, we've had a lot of sidewinds kind of thrown at us and whether it be your hips or things going on with my whole medical stuff, you know, our kids, like it's there's a lot that has been thrown at us in the last even just the last year that we have had to maneuver through.
Yeah, and even maneuvering through all that stuff,
It hasn't always been pretty though.
no, there's been so much of it that there's a lot of stuff that I think we keep missing. Not really missing, but the things
Setting
that are
aside for
the things that are important in making the relationship, you know, I don't want to say flawless, but kind of live smoothly is that personal time between the two of us, date nights and one-on-ones.
which we've had to put aside for a while because of
Yeah,
other
it
things.
keeps getting pushed back. Either this week money's tight. The kids have been off school all summer, so there's entertainment there. There's this and that and medical stuff and stress on this and stress on that. And so
But we also like in all of that, I feel like we do a good job of saying, okay, when the kids go to bed, we especially
TV time.
well, you say TV time, but literally we're sitting there and we're watching TV, but we're picking at each other. So, like, we're getting that one-on-one time. It may
Yeah.
not be going out on a date night necessarily, but we're still making it a point to get that you and me time that, sometimes all that is we got 5 minutes and then Amy's passed out. Like,
Yeah.
that's just, it is what it
And then
is.
the conversation sounds like this.
Okay. On your end, baby.
No, I don't snore anymore. I got a CPAP machine stopped all that.
You do. Nice try.
My story, and I'm sticking to it.
Okay, well, okay, I'm here to tell you the truth, honey, and you do. But I think that because we kind of ebb and flow really well about saying, okay, well, this has to take priority right now, it doesn't mean that you're not important. It just means that we've got to get this
Right.
completed. And a lot of it, to be honest, comes down to the medical stuff. We've got to get, everything going on with me and just now getting rid of the kidney stones and trying to figure out kind of why those are forming, figuring out now how to combat
health
those.
all over.
Then you got migraines and then you got your hip surgery. So it's a lot of medical stuff right now that we have to for our well-being, physical well-being, that we know how to say, okay, well, you are just as important but right now my focus has to be on your health.
Right.
Where, I mean, heck, we were in the ER making jokes. I mean, it wasn't like.
Yeah, we had a regular stand-up comedian show going there for a while.
Dude, what, 3 months straight, 3-hour visits.
Yeah.
So yeah,
that adds a lot of stress too. Seeing the one that you love and that you care about in that kind of pain, that's a lot of stress on anybody. And then that stress is exhaled with to a point where it comes off wrong sometimes.
Yep.
Right? And it's just like I don't know what to do. This is horseshit. I don't know.
Yeah.
And then it perceives as the fact that I don't care. Like I don't know. I just don't know. Right?
Well, and I know about
that's not really the way it is either.
Well, and because you're a fixer, you just want to fix. I want to make her life happy. I want to make her happy. You just want to fix it and take it over. And this is something that you can't fix. My body is not getting rid of the stones before they create stones.
We got a regular gravel pit going on over here.
Yeah. Yay for me.
Does that mean I get some heavy equipment so I can move the stones?
If it means I never have to feel that pain ever in my life again, I will buy you whatever machinery you want. I might have to sell the kidney to do it, but
nowadays you'd have to probably sell more than a kidney.
Right. But I think because in your mind, like you said, when I see you in that amount of pain, logically, I know I can't take it away, but I can do little things to help you relieve that stress of like, you don't have to worry about stuff getting paid. You don't have to worry about stuff getting picked up or cleaned or dinner made or, things like that. You're able to focus on simply just healing rather than,
right.
I know I can't take it away from you, but what can I do to help mitigate the stress? And I think for you, because it's the difference between a female brain and a male brain is very, I just want to fix it. I just want to fix it so I don't have I want it
if
checked
I
off
can't
my list.
fix it, if I can't fix it,
ignore it.
Then let me find something I can fix.
Mm-hmm. Which then turns into Amy wanted a greenhouse. Now I'm going to build her everything she wants for the greenhouse rather than what I'm looking for is I just want you to lay down and just hold me because the pain is not going to go away. I can't make it go away. And in your mind, you're like, well, I'm fixing this other thing. Aren't I great? I'm like, you're great. But can you be here? But again, it's the difference between you and I because you have a very hard time. And especially it kind of brought to light through this whole kidney thing. How much you really don't like to see me in pain, especially pain you can't help, whether it be get a medicine that'll alleviate the pain or get me the heating pad or you just don't like it because this pain was the pain that was no matter what you did, it did not go away, which is why I ended up in the ER 3 times because they gave me some heavy meds.
At some point, I was like, I don't give a shit. We're going.
Yeah. And you're like, you had talked to the doctors that I can't keep doing this and she can't keep doing this.
No.
The meds aren't working. The stone isn't passing. Y'all need to figure it out because she can't keep living like this. It's 3.5 months now. We're done. And ultimately, it led to the surgery where they had to remove the final stone because it wasn't moving.
Yep.
And
how do you feel now?
Tired. My body is exhausted, but I don't feel, and I have said this to everyone that will listen, I would rather go through labor any day than ever feel a kidney stone again. That is the worst pain I have ever felt. At least, labor, I mean, they're about equal pain level wise, but at least at the end of labor, I get a beautiful kid out of it.
Yeah, labor only goes for, 8 to 20 hours and it's over with. One time, done.
Yeah, okay, 20 hours.
Well, you know what I'm saying, but it's not that level of pain for all 20 hours.
Right, you have an up
labor
and down.
Comes and goes. You get little lulls in the pain. It might go 30, 40 hours. I don't know. I don't know what the average length of a delivery is, but then it's gone. Right? You don't have that pain for 3 months straight.
Yep.
That's
and
too
I'm not
much.
saying
That's
the
too much
kidney
for anybody.
and I'm not saying the kidney stones, like the pain didn't alleviate on some occasion, but they're towards the end. I mean, it was getting so bad that there was straight 24 hours where I didn't sleep.
Right.
Or 48 hours. 48 hours. I didn't sleep, and you're like, I maybe got an hour. Because you had literally been like, we're giving you twice the dose that they told you to give me, because I'm now to the point where I can't stand up because my body's so tired. I'm standing up in pain, crying, almost passing out because my body's literally shutting down. And you're like, I'm not doing this anymore. And that was when you were finally like, I'm done. We're going. We're not doing this.
No.
Because I was putting up a great fight, but my body couldn't do it.
The doctor said it probably would have passed, but at that point it didn't matter because first off, we were already there. And second off, you'd already been putting up with it for way too long. It didn't matter if it was going to pass or not. It was coming out right that day.
Well, because I had been, so there's a thing, for those of you who don't know, if you go back to the ER more than 2 times for a kidney stone, they give you the option to say, we can either go in and take it out or we can continue to let it pass. And at that point, mind you,
take it out.
I had passed
5.
What we think was 5 of the 6. It could have potentially been more than that, but it was confirmed 5 of the 6 stones, and this 6th one, it wasn't moving. Well, no. I don't care what they say. I don't care what the extra. It wasn't moving.
No.
And we had tried to progress it, and it wasn't working. And so I finally made the call, and he and I talked about it, and we said, no, we want it out. She's not going to go 2 more weeks with the potential of this passing in 2 weeks. We're not. I had already missed, 3 days of work at that point?
We gave it 20 hours, 16 hours.
And the thing is they kept me overnight to see if it would pass so I didn't have to go into surgery, and it was still stuck in the same damn location.
16
after
hours.
3 bags of saline solution, of
and
IV
a lot
fluids,
of morphine.
And literally, they gave me stuff that would relax so that nothing released it. It did not move. So they were like, yep, I guess it's surgery. And it was a full 24, if not, it was about 24 hours later, because we were trying to get them to give me enough fluids where it would push it out. All I was doing, I felt like I was going to go in my pants because I was drinking so many fluids, and that sucker was not moving.
No.
Like, it didn't move an inch from what they took the day before.
Nope. So, but it's over. It's done with. Only thing that's left is paying the medical bills.
Yeah.
If it's not stress, it's bills.
Bills that cause stress.
Yeah, of course. Then that just creates more stress.
Yeah. Well, then the next big to do is we got your hip surgery coming up.
Yep.
So, and then PT after that, and
I'm not looking forward to that at all. But I really hope that the improvement that I have in my right, the improvement that I get from my right, is as equal to as the improvement that I have in my left. I think I'll be a happy camper.
I'm hoping it's better because you're going to have PT this time and they're going to be able to work those muscles where you can. I'm hoping in the long run that ultimately you'll be able to better both of them because your left don't have to supplement for your right. And so I hope it all gets better.
Yeah, I'm sure it will.
But, we got a lot of things coming up, and it's been a crazy ride so far, and we're still here.
Yeah,
trucking it out.
And the 4-wheelers ain't even dirty yet. That's the sad part.
Right?
It's a crazy ride, and they're still clean.
Yeah. Tell you what.
Next year.
We've gotten some advice from couples who've been together for a long time. And the biggest thing that they say is you better remember you love the person. When it gets bad, there is no out.
No,
you sign up for life, sweetheart. Yep. It's the good, the bad, the ugly.
It's like the Marine Corps. You sign up, you're it for it. You're in it for life.
Yep.
Whether you're active or not, you're still in it for life.
Yep. And I feel like the Lord has definitely put things in our path of the last year that have been like little tests here and there, which, I mean, I've always been told like couples therapy before you get married is really, really good. It airs out, the dirty laundry, and
I think it gives you the tools
Yep.
to know how to navigate those issues
So
before they become issues.
Yep. Yep. And I feel like we have had a lot of tools thrown in our path.
Monkey wrench after monkey wrench after monkey wrench.
But you know what? We turn those monkey wrenches into tools that worked. So
I pick them out, put them in my belt.
Yep.
I can use that wrench for later.
Yep. Yep. I'm proud of us. We're definitely not somebody who's just like, nope, it's getting hard, I'm out.
Yeah, that's
not us.
That's not a relationship anyway.
Nope.
That's a fad.
And you're worth it.
I think you're worth it.
Even ER visits.
Yeah. Sure.
Sitting in there after calling to work because I'm sitting there.
Means I don't have to go to work.
Well.
Yay vacation day.
Yeah, but I feel bad about that. I feel bad about my job when I have to take time off.
Yeah.
I don't want to cause anybody else to have to do that.
It is what it is.
Yeah, but.
Yeah, that's about the way we're feeling. Exhausted, and we just got back a couple days ago. We had a busy trip, busy drive. We were tired before we took off because of all the other stuff that we have been.
Had a surgery the week before.
Yeah, all the fighting that we've had to do. I mean, not physically fighting, but emotionally, all the monkey wrenches that we were talking about. We're just exhausted. We're just tired. We can't seem to catch up.
I thought it was funny. So I told my sister that we were just sitting there in random conversation, and I was letting her. She was kind of asking how things were. I was like, "Oh, that's great. I had surgery last week," and and I just kept going like it was no big deal because to me it was just no big deal. It wasn't it was a procedure.
Yeah, it really wasn't like when you say surgery, people think you got cut open and something sewn.
Well,
and
it's
this
considered
and that.
surgery because they had to put me out.
Right. Yeah.
Because they weren't sure how they were going to have to get the stone out, depending on where it was, the size of it. Like they couldn't confirm the full size of it until they got it. So it was a whole big thing. But I was just telling her in conversation. I was like, "Yeah, so I had surgery," and then I just kept talking, and she goes, what? And you just drove down here like it's nothing?" I was like, "Well, considering the pain I was having, no, it's really nothing." But I mean, yeah, we were just so exhausted from everything that has been happening, but
we're still exhausted.
We're still tired.
I mean, you think vacation, you unwind and you regroup and you rejuvenate.
Okay, well, don't make it dramatic. We did.
Horseshit.
That house was beautiful that we stayed in. Yeah. We loved the layout. The kids had a game room.
Actually, I think I slept pretty good in it for not being our bed. I think I slept pretty good.
Yeah. I think we were just all so tired we didn't really care.
That could be.
But for the most part, like, we had a great time, and we're planning on going on another trip this weekend to go off-roading. So it's like we have no, like, wait until the end of September when you have your surgery and we have to stay at home. And so we're trying to get everything out before that.
That's why I'm having my surgery. That way I can't say, well, let's go do it. No, I can't. Doctor says I can't go. Sorry.
Well, and then we have our engagement photos the weekend before.
Yeah, I forgot about those.
And then we have your family reunion the weekend before that. So, like, every weekend until your surgery, we're booked.
Oh, shoot. That's the 13th, isn't it?
It is. Let me guess, you did D&D.
Yep.
You're going to have to cancel.
It won't be till the evening. We can go up there. Gives a good reason for us to leave.
We got your follow-up surgery appointment. We got Michaela's neurology appointment. My surgery follow-up. Like, it's just
back to back.
It's back to back to back to back. And then I've got lunch and dinner on the 27th. So the weekend before your surgery, you don't have anything. But I have the dress fittings for the bridesmaids.
Anyway.
Just a lot going on in the next month. But who doesn't have a crazy busy life? Everybody does.
Yep. They say you can rest after you're dead.
Well, I'm hoping to find rest before I die. But got a great partner to do it with. And as stressful as everything is, I don't think I could do it with anybody but you. Nor do I want to. I mean, I could, but I don't want to.
Right. Right on, Donkey Kong. Right on.
And we have pretty much everything done for our wedding. Now we just have to wait for the day.
Yep,
we still have to find an officiant too, though.
Yep.
So we got to talk to Pastor about that.
Cupcakes.
Yep. If you guys know any like great bakeries that do like wedding cakes, like cupcakes, those type things, please shout out a reference. That way we can call, because we are having a hard time finding a cake bakery that is either still open or does stuff like that isn't like 100 miles away.
Right.
Or astronomically expensive.
That is true.
So we would love any recommendations that y'all may have. We appreciate it.
Yep.
But
well, at any rate,
with that,
yep, I think we can go ahead and go take a nap. I mean, we can wrap it up right there. And,
and with that, we're gonna say good night, world. He's gonna snore, and I'm gonna go to sleep.
No, she's gonna snore.
I know.
Anyway, comments.
I breathe heavily. I do not snore.
Yeah, you do.
That is not what I meant. No. All right, everybody. We appreciate you listening in and taking the time with us today.
Yep. We're gonna wrap that right there.
Yeah, we're gonna wrap it right there.
So please still keep those comments coming. Keep the likes and the shares. Anything that you want to share or have any questions, topics, stuff like that, you can easily email that to us at happyhouseholdpodcast@gmail.com. Yep. We're on Spotify. We're on Facebook.
We're on all those fun little avenues.
Yep. And we're gonna try to expand that eventually, but right now we're just trying to get the old roll going here. Then we'll expand it later. But right now, Spotify, Facebook, and YouTube are the primary places that we are.
Anyway, you guys can get a hold of us. We love to hear from you guys. We appreciate the support. And other than that, we appreciate you taking the time today, and we will talk at you next time.
Later, skaters.
Bye.